Okay, so mine's providing the necessities, and I want to put a tampon dispenser in one of the girls' bathrooms. So this is a question for the boys. How much do you guys think a box of tampons costs?
$12.
$17.
$20.
I was hoping for hands, but it's around $10. And then like once you buy like liners and stuff, that's also like another $7. So that's about $20 every single month. So it's super expensive. Now, girls, who would be okay with going to the office to ask for feminine care during passing periods when there's students there, and you have to ask, can I have a tampon? Okay, so not many. 2. Point is, it sucks. Okay, now you guys can pass these around.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so the importance of my project is period poverty exists everywhere, even at Brighton High School. Sorry for the loud noise. Caused by Blake.
You're gonna keep on.
So the study conducted by Harris Insights and Analytics of 1,000 teens ages 13 to 19 found 20%, which is 1 in 5 teens, girls surveyed can't afford to purchase menstrual hygiene products. So this exists everywhere, even though like it's more common out of country, but like it still does happen here. Just like we have a food pantry at Brighton, like because people can't always afford like food. People also can't afford like menstruation products, and so they might not be able to come to school because they don't have those products. And also, periods aren't always consistent, so you never know like if you will start yours and you might be in class, and then if you're not prepared, you have to go ask someone, and you have to disrupt class, and it's awkward, and then you have to hide it, and it just sucks. So this picture is called Murphy's Law of Menstruation, and it says 86% started their period unexpectedly in public without the supplies they needed, and 79% improvised by MacGyvering a tampon or pad out of toilet paper or something else, which would suck. 62% went to a store immediately to buy supplies, which we can't always do when we're at school. 53% asked another woman for feminine supplies. 48% obtained her supplies from a tampon pad dispenser in a public restroom, and only 8% said that it worked all the time, so 40% it didn't work. And 34% went home immediately to get feminine supplies. So my main goal is to reduce the stress like around menstruation, so you're not having to worry about it and you know it's always available to you. And I want to install at least one feminine care dispenser in one of the girls' bathrooms. It'd be nice to have more than that, but they are expensive, so I mean, like at least one would help out. And then we also need to advertise the new installment because people should know about it, and also to reduce the stigma around menstruation, which I'll talk about in the next slide what that is. So, period stigma, I'm going to have her help me out. Oh, awkward.
Touch me.
Yeah, mine is, so I was confused. Okay. Oh, wait. There we go.
It's that uncomfortable feeling you might feel when anyone talks about periods or you hear the word menstruation. And that feeling might feel a little bit innate or involuntary. And that's because from a really young age, we're socialized to think that periods are something to be ashamed about, something that is dirty, and something that we don't talk about with other people. And it's also the reason why many people think that when people are on their periods, they're incapable of making rational decisions or participating in rigorous activity, like running a marathon or being in the Olympics. While we work to fight to end period poverty, we also have to fight to end period stigma so that we can open up the conversation and talk about real solutions. This can be as easy as turning to a friend or a neighbor and having a conversation about menstruation and how natural it is. Why are we so afraid to talk about something so natural? Let's talk periods!
Okay, we don't have to talk about periods every day, but just to like, there is a stigma around them and everyone gets uncomfortable about it. And so it would be like if we do advertise that and it's not so like mysterious and stuff, it might help out. Earlier in the video, it also talked about how this girl said she lived with like a roommate for like 2 years and she could never afford like feminine hygiene products, but like her friend never knew that because it was never talked about. So if you do like let it be talked about and stuff, you might find out more about period poverty, and it's closer step to stop that. So currently at BHS, we do have feminine care in the office, but not everyone knows this is available. And like I've been here for 4 years, never knew that that even existed. And it's also awkward to go ask like during passing periods and stuff if you can't leave class, and it just sucks. So it'd be nice if it was already in the bathroom for you. So action plan, it is very expensive. The Evogen costs $280 on Amazon. Look through a ton of sites, like it really doesn't get any cheaper than that. So that is the sucky part, but I mean, parking tickets, they're making lots of money off that, so they can give back a little. Also, it has to be maintained, so I was thinking that the janitors and stuff, whenever they like restock the toilet paper and the soap and the paper towels, they would also just restock the dispenser. And then once again, make it known. So once the dispenser is installed, girls will be able to be stress-free while at school during their period, which is really the main goal. And it's just, it would be so much easier and like make such a sucky situation a little bit more convenient and better. And then the installment needs to be known, so we could put it on Bengal news or talk about it through announcements, just so they know that that's available to them. And then it's one step closer to ending period stigma just by talking about it a little bit. Obviously, you don't want to talk about it a lot, mostly in like health classes and stuff, but if it is on Bengal news, like girls know that that's available to them and they won't be so scared and stressed. And everyone is happy. And there's my sources.